There's no going to be intra-region conflict. Go in a completely different direction. They pick up someone waiting on the high ground. They drop a sentry wall, and that's actually going to catch VTune once they get vision off him. Paulson walks forward, but it's Insania who breaks the smoke. You can see VTune making his way towards the Elder Titan. Boxy, he went for the reactive taser level 1, surprisingly. Didn't go for the blast off, and Paulson, he might end up falling here, but he's got a lot of boost speed now that he's in the river. Breathe fires out from Insania, though. That should help them secure the kill. It is going to be 2 bounty units apiece as well. Gonna be potentially a difficult lane here for the Brewmaster, because you're playing into a lot of minus armor early on, and your Cinder Brew doesn't last that long. Jinkyu might be in some trouble top lane. This is what happens when you pick the Lion. The Lion is a very squishy hero, and if you're slightly out of position, you get hit best, despite being Cinder Brewed up, taking a fair bit of damage here. Boxy is here as well on the techies. Jinkyu has the Hex, and Boxy will commit with the blast off and get the kill. Close the gap against that Tidehunter. He is going to be in a lot of trouble potentially. Mid lane though, Nisha is dropping low. Ooh, Boxy a miss on the blast off. XM, he has the tree down. He's going to drop the Boundless Strike, and he secures the kill with it. No Primal Spring needed. He's also having a really good time on the Tidehunter. Nisha, he really wants to hit level 6, but look at Jinkyu. He's coming on the line. They're going to try and get the Chainstones off, dropping the Wukong's command along with the Stomp, but Nisha gets the Blink out. XM chasing with the Primal Spring should be able to get the kill, and he gets the Jingu stacks as well, so no chance for a return kill from the side of Liquid. XG got the Soul Ring, and he can just start skipping the creep wave now. Army is going to have to play this one out smartly, because he does not know where Boxy is. Boxy is making his way towards the mid lane as they try and fight for the runes here, but there was a TA trap kept, and Nisha might be in some trouble. Oh, the Slate comes in at the perfect time. XM will get the kill even though he falls. XG, you're surely losing the network battle. Oh, wait a second. Jinkyu hit level 6 and he got the Finger of Death. XG will have to concede this tier 1. XX says he's come in, but VTune can still blink out. Yep, he will get out of there. Insania might not be so lucky. But now Saberlight, he's here on the Tidehunter, and XM, he wanted to go in, but seeing those mines from Boxy, he does not feel as confident anymore. Sonic Wave dropped it, they get the Brewlings. They take out XXS while he's still in the Primal Split, excuse me. And Paulson's gonna be next. Gush laid upon him. Ankle Smash to secure the kill. Saberlight will get another 3 charges on that Kraken Shell. XM could be in some trouble. Good blast off by Boxy. Jumps in. Rapier is going to be popped. Wukong's come out of response, but it's too little too late. Liquid cleaning up houses. They take down 4 members of XG for the side of XG. XM, he spots out Boxy. They drop the dust, and somehow VTune walks into them. He's really tanky on the theater. It's not going to be easy to find. Walks out of the Wukong's command, and they no longer have the damage. Jinkyu TP's out, leaving XM to his own devices, and he's going to get taken down on the Monkey King. XG. And Ame quickly morphs into Nisha, blinks away back towards safety. He's going to be fine here. Saberlight trying to chase. It's slowed up, and well, the Primal Split is going to come through, but this is one tanky Watermelon. They're going to try and take him down nonetheless. Saberlight still holding on to the Ravage, but they clean him up. Sonic Wave a bit too late from Nisha, and now VTune also getting caught out by the Earth Spike. Wukong's command is out as everyone from Liquid is on full retreat. Nisha blinks away, and Liquid do not want to take this fight. The Primal Split times out from the Brewmaster, but XM still trying to chase. Boxy misses with the blast off. Well, that should be it, but a beautiful ice ball coming in from Insania. It might have turned things around had they the Sonic Wave, but they popped it earlier, so no chance for a turnaround here from Liquid. You're not going to have Earth Spike, you're not going to have Hex. He's going to clean the fight up, but they are going to try anyway. It's going to be straight on top of VTune, who does have the ace. The Sonic Wave and Ravage pop, though. They take out the Lion. XXS also slowed, but those are 2 big ultimates used on the side of Liquid. VTune going to start retreating. He's going to get some help coming in from Insania, who drops the Ice Part, but he does not have the Macro Fire, and VTune could be in some trouble. The Wukong's command upon is then along the split earth. They take down the TA. And despite the fact that TA had an Aegis, it's not enough to keep Liquid in fighting shape. They run away. Boxy's going to get caught out by the Storm Panda, hurled up in the air, bought down as well. Nisha blinks away. The Tidehunter TP's out. And XG you can see that they're starting to grow a bit more confident after seeing what they just did. Down bottom though, XM gonna be in some trouble. Sonic Wave committed. Can they take down the Monkey King? They're trying to prevent him from getting off the tree dance, and Nisha will pick up the kill with a scream of pain. The BKB is not enough. They take down XM. Let them continue to strike back, but Boxy has lost his life in his own jungle. A 1-for-1 trade, but I don't think Liquid are going to be too disappointed by that. Sure, you lost Boxy, but you found their mid laner. Oh, and Saberlight, he doesn't have the Ravage. He could be in some trouble. Lots of slows coming out from the side of XG. B2, he's here on the TA. Earthsplitter being drawn. He's trying to get the right clicks off, and he gets the kill. They take down the Brewmaster, who did not have the Primal Split. Ame turns into TA, trying to turn it around, but he gets caught out by the Ice Path. Ame dropping really, really low. Silenced up by the TA. He cannot survive. B2 gets the double kill. And Jinkyu, he bought back for this one. He bought back in that team fight earlier. And he's going to get taken down. That is 70 seconds without your Lion. Liquid find an opening. And there should be a set of frags going their way. As XG, it's not going to be so easy to kill. XXS. If he gets hexed up here, he could get taken down. You wouldn't mind throwing out the Ravage if it means the Brewmaster dies, but the question is, can you actually get the kill? Shiva's got forward, they get on top. The Brewmaster Ravage is committed to it. Pop the Sonic Wave Blast off coming through. Oh, he gets the Manta style off, but it's too little too late. They still take down the Brewmaster, and that's going to be Gem hitting the deck. Nisha picks it up. The rest of XG, they go in for the retreat. Bound strike by X7, though. They're going to get the Queen of Pain. They burst up before the Sonic Wave comes out. V2 deletes Lion from existence. And Ame, in the meantime, turns into the Queen of Pain. Gets himself a double kill, taking down both supports on the side of Liquid. But Boxy, he got off the Aghanim Scepter. He got off the sign before he fell. So XM dropped really, really low. But Ame gets the cleanup. Liquid lose 4. Then maybe look to fight against the side of Liquid. You can see XXS has queued up the Assault Cuirass. Aegis still on the ground, finally. Ame will pick it up. Boxy has to be a bit careful. The Jinkyu goes in with the Earth Spike. Post off is up, and the Earth Splitter has been thrown down. They catch out Insania on it. Boxy still somehow surviving with the Nullifier upon him. Sonic Wave pushing back the rest of XC. And they will find the Monkey King, but they've lost 2. The 2 supports from Liquid fall again. Sure, you keep finding this Monkey King or the Brewmaster, but has an invis room, so does not get spotted as he breaks that smoke. Listen, could be in some trouble. He's actually jumped in. BKB's out in time. They're going to try and take down the Elder Titan. Sonic Wave out onto the Monkey King. The Monkey King surviving. BKB TP's out. The Elder Titan not so lucky though. He did end up falling. Primal Split was out from the Brewmaster. Ame turns into the Queen of Pain. Starts hammering away with the right clicks. Does get a lot of damage off, but breather here. Oh, I hear Finger of Death. It was out onto Boxy. The Boxy Techies is dead, but they do get the Lion in turn. And Liquid could potentially go for more here. Ame's Aegis is running out. It's only 10 seconds remaining on it. So, sees the Monkey King come in and gets out. XG. It's going to be 2 heroes revealed. Jinkyu jumps in. They're going to try and take out the Tidehunter, but they have no way of dealing with the Kraken Shell. So they go away. Saberlight Blink in the end. Ravage catching out multiple heroes. They're going to take down XXS before he has a chance to do anything in this fight. But Ame looking for the cleanup. Turns with the Queen of Pain. Blinks forward, doing so much damage, but doesn't find any kills. They only get Saberlight. A 1-for-1 exchange. And it's going to be BKBs committed from both sides. Could potentially be a difficult fight for the side of Liquid, but they still have the Macropier. And they do have the... well, they don't have the Minefield side, excuse me. Ame once again turning into Queen of Pain, but Meteor goes in with the Melted Bash to get the Hex up onto the Army Morphling. Ame's dead! 100 seconds, no buyback. And XG, this just might be it. Jinkyu, he's gonna drop the Earth Spike, but it's a last resort here. And he's gonna be cleaned up on the Lion. The age is up for grabs. Liquid should be able to take it. No way that XG can contest this. XM just going to be forced to clean up the creep waves. Just providing stun follow-up. The Tidehunter, XXS, going to be spotted here. The Dire Observer Ward is out. Minefield Sign has been placed down though. It's going to be a hard kill to find, but they're going to try it anyway. They're going to try and take down the Techies. Nullified up. BKB was committed by XM. Liquid potentially have a chance here. Hex is out onto the Monkey King. They commit the Ravage. Sonic Wave comes through. The pressure shot. Pop, can they take down XM? They will eventually find the kill. The second Sonic Wave comes through, but Saberlight loses his life. And that's going to be 120 seconds without the giant watermelon. Nisha doing what he can. Has the Ghost Scepter at the ready on the Tidehunter, so Ame is not gonna have an easy time taking out the Tidehunter. Oh, she was got in by Saberlight onto XM. He's gonna get hexed up here. XM, he does have the buyback, but he's gonna be forced to pop the BKB. The Wukong's command coming through, but he's not getting any backup. The Monkey King dead for life. He does have buyback though. Jinkyu pops the Earth Spike. Ame is here on the Morphling. Do they want to commit for this? Tidehunter could be in some trouble, but he gets saved by the Polestar. Brewmaster tried to get off the Primal Split, but does not succeed. Well, Nisha actually jumps in with the BKB on top of X's Angle silences out on the Brewmaster. Can he get on the Primal Split? Taking him out. No! The chain stuns were there. Boxy went in with the blast off, and even though there was a window of opportunity for the Primal Split to come through, he did not pop it. Now a buyback coming through from XM on the Monkey King. As they try and silence this fight, but Jinkyu is dead. Nisha with the refresher on points. And I don't know what he went bombed in and got hexed instantly. Waytune gets himself a double kill. And XG falling like dominoes, one after the other. Not too sure what's going on there. Waytune. He's got buyback. He dropped down buyback seriously. You can see the two Liquid Foes do have buyback. But nice Wukong's command though. They might be able to take on Temporal Assassin at least once. Jinkyu with the Earth Spike will do just that. Saberlight with the Ghost Scepter keeping himself alive for the time being. While Nisha is waiting for a good opportunity. Ame goes in eventually and finds the Tidehunter though. And XXX now on the chase. As the minefield sign gets triggered, Jinkyu push-ons up and Liquid gonna get the Aegis. They want to play it safe here. And XG could potentially have a really good fight, but Nisha, look at that. He goes in, he gets an idea, a feeling for where the XG heroes are, but they're gonna try and burst down the Queen of Fate. The Earth Split is out, they take down Nisha the once. Buybacks out from him. Ame turns with the Queen of Fate, stunned up by the melt. Hit bash, no! The force down, they actually put him back into the range of Waytune, but he will be able to get out onto Ame. Turning into the Queen of Pain and blinking away. Everything on the map, XG have a hard time getting out of their base. Jinkyu with the Ninja Gears trying to set something up. He's gonna get the Hex off onto Waytune, but there is backup for him. Saberlight comes in on the Tidehunter. He's got the side device, and they will take down the line. Saberlight will lose his life though. Blink away from Waytune. He's gonna be fine for now. Nisha, here on the Queen of Pain. He's got the Aegis. Primal Split committed by the Brewmaster. Then a buyback comes out from the Tidehunter. They're gonna try and take down XXS while he's still in Primal Split. Blast off by Foxy. Well, he's gonna be forced to end the Primal Split earlier. Aeon Disc coming back up for the Brewmaster, but the Nullifier is out on him. That Aeon Disc does not do Diddly Squat. Well, it does something, it dispels, but it's not enough. Liquid. Do they want to go straight for the Jugular? Whip available for the side of XG. They can buy some time, but the banner is going to be committed from Liquid. They know what they want, and it is XG's throne. XM going to jump in. Nobody did not pop the BKB. He's going to get instantly hexed up and blown up by the Queen of Fate. No buyback to found out here as well. That's it. XG are done. One misplay from XM towards the end, and that is going to be the throne falling here. Liquid will gain. With Team Liquid going up against XG in their second match in this best. Thrives on long fights, and he thrives on his ability to which could end up helping you out with first blood. Oh, Insania, his smoke's gonna be broken. He turned around, but Jinkyu was quick. He got the disruption. It should be a death on the Keeper of the Light. He tries to throw down the blinding light, but the last right click, it will go the way of Jinkyu, who will get first blood. What the issue is for Waytune. The fact that you're a Slark who can't play aggressively because your support is not that strong is a bit disheartening, as up top they do lose the Tinker, but Army might find the return kill. Saberlight is dropping really low. He does buy out an item before he falls, but tying is... this could be really problematic. You need to bring in heroes on the side of Liquid to hold on to this tier 1. Foxy's gonna come through, and the chicken fingers. Paulison could be in some trouble, but the disruption is there from Jinkyu. Holding Boxy back for the time being, but Nisha got a haste rune, and he's here on the Tiny. Looking for an extra kill. Can he get Jinkyu? Avalanche is out. Toss at the ready. Waytune will get himself 2 stacks of the permanent agility. Ame has no reason to be afraid, no reason to be worried. And Ame could even try and go for the Wisdom Shrine. XM's here on the Slaughter. They're going to try and dive and take down this Doom. The damage a bit too much coming out by both of these heroes, despite Ame morphing up strength. The Corrosive Haze does allow them to get that. Insania does not have the blinding light, and XM makes it to the Wisdom Shrine, and he is going to be in so much trouble on Insania. The right place, just a bit too much damage from XM with the Corrosive Haze of the Doom, but Saberlight's quick with the Scorched Earth and the Phase Boots. It's out of there. Down bottom, XG, they again were trying to make a play for the tier 1, but they will lose their Shadow Demon instead. Not exactly what they were looking for. V2 still holding on to the Shadow Dance. Pops the stick. Boxy TP's out though, and the Bristleback could be in some trouble. They're dropping much of the machines, and Boxy might be in some trouble now with the Slardar coming in. XM with the Corrosive Haze, amplifying up all the damage that Boxy takes. Boxy survives on 1 HP as a chicken. The march being laid down. The Doom is out, and XM in a lot of trouble. He tried to go for the dive and make something happen, but he's gonna pay for it with his life. And now the Bristleback also being held by Boxy in place, making sure that XXS cannot get any cleanup kills. Liquid get away with murder. I feel like overall XG are not too disappointed with how that turned out. They would have liked to take down the Shadow Demon on the side of Liquid, but sometimes this is just life. Sometimes that's all that happens. You get a toss-off on the wrong hero, on the wrong target. You end up not finding anything. But this time around, they will get XM. Doom is actually dropped. Arme somehow falls. Oh my goodness, they took out the Morphling. And now, the Bristleback in some trouble. It looks like he's got a defense matrix on him, but he does not. Finally, one is going to come through, this time for real. Gets quickly cleaned up. Nisha is finding all the kills. He might drop here. They do get the kill eventually on the Tiny, but Liquid not too disappointed with that. They get the carry of XG. And V2 needs to survive this. Dodging out the Shadow Poison. He will be fine. XG, they're bringing in XXS in the mid lane. Nisha, he actually went a bit too far forward and could be in some trouble. Crushes out from XM. Tossed back on the Shadow Demon. They try to take him out, but the heals from the Tinker are going to keep Jinkyu alive. And now V2 in some trouble, potentially. Dark Pact is out. Boxy delaying his death with the shackles, but he's not going to succeed. He will eventually fall. V2 bombs the Shadow Dancers. Arme comes in and cleans up Insania. But it's just the Slark remaining against the world. The Doom not even around. He is all the way back at his fountain. Who does he want to use it on though? Oh, Jinkyu. He's going to spot out Saberlight. Saberlight with a Ghost Scepter staying alive for now. Good disruption out by Jinkyu. Arme goes in with the Shadow Shaman. Turns into the chicken. Man and hexes up Boxy. Now using the shackle to hold Nisha back in place, preventing the Avalanche Toss from coming through. And now Nisha's caught out in no man's land. Corrosive Haze is out on him. They get the cleanup. Arme, brilliant awareness coming out from him. Again trying to catch up V2 with the shackle. They succeed somehow. V2 did not get the Shadow Dance off. And XXS is diving the tier 3s. 19 minutes in, Liquid getting dove inside their own base. And taking down your tier 3. You can pop the glyph, yes, but the Tinker's going to keep the members of XG sustained on this high ground. Well, they drop the Hex. Orchid is out, but Arme did get up the attribute shift. XM jumps in. They're going to try and take down the Shadow Shaman, and they will succeed. XG now looking for more. As the Goose starts stacking up, Bristleback with the Snot Rocket Facet doing the work, but Liquid unable to really stop this. Arme is just going for the racks, and Nisha will get a toss back, but it's only on his Doom to try and save him defensively. The Morphling turns into the Tiny, gets a good Avalanche toss off, and they take out Nisha. XM underneath the tier 4s, looking for a kill. Insania got disrupted. They will take down Saberlight on the Doom. And Insania is trying to run away, trying to survive. Essence Ring only going to delay the inevitable as they take down the Keeper of the Light as well. Arme finally falling. And they're going to get a leash off on him, but this Morphling still might not die. Waveform Outspirit Vessel upon him. Little Cave keeping him alive. Arme, can he actually survive? Nisha goes in. He has the toss, but he cannot get in range. He tosses XXS back towards Arme, but he got the attribute shift off V2. Doing what he can on the Slark, slowly but surely building up the Essence Shift stacks, but again, he no longer has the Shadow Dance and XG. They're getting away. They took down the Range Rats and the tier 3, and they forced out so many buybacks from Team Liquid. Liquid, they need to get something here. XG, they use a smoke of their own, and both teams are going to end up dodging each other, or are they? XM, he spots out Motune. Motune could be in some trouble. He gets the Shadow Darts off. Dark backs out as well. He survived for now. They found Arme, but the disruption was quick to save them all. They're going to keep Arme alive for the time being. Arme still standing his ground as the Doom is dropped onto XM, but XM has the BKB, and Arme is just cleaning up along with XXS. Liquid, they have lost 4, and VTune couldn't get anything done in the meantime. Was just forced to run away. And XG, it's like Arme, he's going to do exactly that. They know that they don't have buybacks. And GG's called, that's it. Liquid tap out. 24 minutes in, speed running this game. XG will take the throne in quick fashion. Liquid, back to the drawing board for them.